Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, Sean John, the Middleman CEO. Welcome to the channel. Did you know that most heart attacks occur between the hours of 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. on Monday mornings? You know why? Because people are going to jobs that they hate, that literally make them sick, that stress them out, and eventually it'll cost you your life. I always say losing money or not having money is not going to kill you. Doing things that you hate doing, going to a job that you hate, will literally kill you, put you in a box 6 feet in the ground. It'll stress you out until you get heart disease or have a stroke or a heart attack. It'll have you stressed out or running late for work and you're zipping in and out of traffic, risking your life just because you're 5 minutes behind schedule. Just not worth it. But there are a lot of people living that way. I don't want you to live that way. I prefer you to live a life that you enjoy, a life in purpose, on purpose, right? In freedom. So that's why I always tell you guys, this channel is not to make you a millionaire. It's not to make you rich. I hope you become those things. I hope I become those things. This channel is really about giving you freedom. And the first thing that's got to change for you to get financial freedom is the way you think about money. Right now, you guys are thinking, and most people are, the 90% are thinking that, hey, in order to make money, I have to sell my time because time equals money. I'm telling you that's not true. I'm telling you, in order to change everything, you're going to have to switch that mindset, switch that formula around and say, hey, wait a minute, money equals time. So instead of using my time to make money, let's use my money to make time. How about that? So you get your life back, you get your freedom, right? So time is not money, money equals time. If you can shift that around and say, hey, well, how can I make money in a way that I can buy my time back, right? So my job pays me, let's say $60,000 a year. All right, let me start a business in my spare time. Let that business grow part-time. Let that business grow until it makes $60,000 a year. Now, because the business makes 60 grand a year and my job makes 60 grand a year, now I can fire my job and just keep my business and focus on it and grow it. And I don't have to work those 8, 10, 12-hour shifts. I might spend an hour or two a day on my job. Now I get all that time back, right? So you got to understand that. You got to understand working hard keeps you poor, keeps you broke. Well, you can work harder or you can work smarter. My advice to you, work smarter, right? So instead of doing everything with your hands, think about getting other people to do it for you. Because the money's not in the doing. The hard work is in the doing. The money is in the delegating. So if you're a CEO, think about where you work. The people that are doing, including yourself, that's the ones that are in the doing group, right? The club of doers. Who's making the least amount of money? Who's always complaining about getting a pay raise? Who's always looking for another job because they're not making enough? Who always feel undervalued, right? Who has to form a union to try to fight back, right? That's you. That's your group, right? You're undervalued. You're overworked, right? Proving to you that the hard workers are the ones who lose. The harder you work, the poorer you become. Guarantee it, right? But you can work smarter. Who's working smarter? The CEO, the upper management, the business owners. Why? Because you don't see them doing any of the work. They know that the work is the hard part, so they delegate the work. That's why I say the money is in not the doing. The money is in the delegating. The ones that are making the real money, they're not doing the work. They're delegating the work to others, right? Kind of like what I do with my middleman business. I find customers, get paid, and then I dispatch the work. So I delegate the work to other companies and let them do the work. They're already good at doing the work. They already want to do the work. Let them do it, right? I'll just take my piece of the pie and I'll go home. And so that's why I love doing what I do. But again, the harder you work, the harder it's going to become to get financially free and the harder it's going to be to get financially free and financially wealthy. But the minute you start thinking about, hey, I'm going to put myself in a position to be a CEO and start delegating things, even on a small level, it's going to change your life, right? Those things matter, right? You want to stay poor, financial education, stop parking money in the bank. If you want to stay poor, keep saving money. Let that be your only focus. Every extra dollar you get, drive it into a savings account. And the bank's going to say, thank you, sucker. Thank you, sir and ma'am. And they're going to take your $1,000 that you worked hard to deposit. You didn't even use it. You worked for nothing, put the money in the bank so you can look at the app and feel secure. And then the bank's going to say thank you. They're going to take that money, loan it to John or Mary, who's got good credit scores and a vision, loan it to them, charge them an interest rate, get paid from that. They're going to loan it to more than them. I'm not going to get into fractional reserve, which just simply means they can loan your $1,000 out 10 more times, make it into $10,000. Right? Fractional reserve means the bank only has to keep a fraction of their entire reserve. So whatever's on the books doesn't matter. They only have to keep a fraction of that in the bank. They know you're not coming back because you've been trained to leave your money in the banks, park it there in a graveyard. And so the banks don't pay you interest anymore because you don't have to bring your checks. It's direct deposit. And they know you're not going to come get it back, so they're going to loan it out and make money. And they do this all over the world, all the time, while you sit there going broke, financially struggling. Hey, I got money in the bank. No, you don't. The bank's got money in the bank, and that ain't even true. The banks use the money to make money. Why don't you start thinking like the banks? So instead of parking money in the bank, use money to make money, right? Those are things they won't teach in school, but I promise it'll change your life. Another thing that'll change your life, I have a free class coming up. It's a Middleman class. I'm going to teach you 3 things: how to book, deposit, and dispatch. Book, deposit, dispatch. Book, deposit, dispatch. You got it. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. If you want to get into the free live training, put the word Zoom. Don't put Zoom. It is a Zoom training. Put the word middleman in the comments below. You put the word middleman in the comments below, I'm going to send you an invite to the training. I do have a cutoff number. Please get there early. If you do not get an invite sent to you, then we are full. But please get there early. I'm changing people's life by teaching them how to start a business from their phone, from home, without having to go to work. Think about this. If you didn't have to go to work 160 hours this month, what would you do with that free time? What would your life look like if you can make $5,000 a month from home, from anywhere really, without having to go to work? Wouldn't that change your life? I'm just saying. So I have students that's averaging anywhere from $3,000 to $4,500 their first month. So it's still not bad. I want you to get more than that. I made about that my first year, and right now we're on pace to do $350,000 this year, and that's not a brag. I was poor and homeless not long ago, just a few years ago. I've only been doing this since 2020. So but if you want to learn what I do and you're like, you know what, this guy's got a point, I need to change the way I think about money, my finances need to go in a new direction, I need to learn how to make money when I'm not at work, I can work this part-time business, I have a phone, he can teach me how to do it, and which I will, and it's very simple, very easy. And if I can make an extra $50,000 this year, that might change my life. Well, if that's you, put the word middleman in the comments below. But again, financial education is not hard. You just got to relearn some things, or unlearn and then learn some new things, honestly. And you park money in the bank, that's dead money. Stop all that saving money. Stop focusing on saving money. Put a little bit in the account, that's fine, whatever that number is, right? That makes you feel comfortable, because you're not going to have $1,000. You're not typically going to have $1,000 worth of emergencies. It's just not going to happen. Think of the last time you had to go into your bank account and pull out $2,500, $5,000 that day. It just doesn't happen, right? So I'm not telling you don't have anything in your savings. I'm just telling you don't focus on piling money and stacking money in your savings. That's all dead money. Use the money to make money. Buy a book, get a course, jump in my training, learn how to build your own business. Do whatever you want to do. Educate yourself, but change your life and do it today. Put middleman in the comments. I'll see you guys in the training. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.